Hello everyone. My daughter has finally calmed down, so I am going to review some cloth diaper friendly diaper rash creams, as well as a couple not cloth diaper friendly diaper rash creams. My daughter is extremely rash prone. Her daycare provider, in all of her years of watching children, has never encountered anyone with such a sensitive little backside as my daughter. So we have gone through quite a few creams trying to find the right one for her. There are a lot of diaper rash creams on the market that are safe for cloth diapers, and there are a lot that aren't. And we have tried a whole slew of them trying to find one that works for her. So we have quite a few in our arsenal, and everyone's always kind of trying to find the best cream for them. So I thought that I would review a few of them and hopefully help someone out there who is thinking, what should I buy? Because sometimes the cloth diaper friendly options are quite pricey. So it's nice to know someone else's experience before you go and invest that much money. So first of all, when we started cloth diapering, we started with disposables. We didn't do cloth until she was about 5 or 6 weeks old, so we started with just regular zinc oxide creams. Two that we use now, my daughter's 17 months old now, that we still use when she has a really bad rash or when she's at daycare. She's at daycare 1 day a week, and the daycare provider does not do cloth diapers, she only does disposables. So we send Penaten Cream with her. They have it in the little disc, the old-fashioned disc, or they have it in the tube. I prefer the tube because it's easier to go on. And it's a little bit thinner, so you don't have that goopy sort of film on the skin as much. So this actually exclusively stays in her diaper bag that goes just to daycare. So it works for rashes. If she has a really bad rash, I tend not to go for the Penaten Cream, but just for the 1 day a week when she's at daycare, the Penaten works well for minor redness, minor rashes. If she has a really bad rash, we don't go for the Penaten Cream. This one, I think it was about $7.99 at Zellers. We're in Canada, so so it wasn't that bad. Not great. All diaper rash creams is pretty expensive, honestly. The one that we use the most, a friend of mine actually recommended it to us when my daughter had her first horrible rash, is Sudocrem. I don't know whether you can get this in the States, but you can get it in Canada, so the Canadians are lucky. It is a white, kind of thick sort of cream. It's really smooth, really easy to go on, which I really like when her bum is really red and raw and painful. This goes on super smooth, so you're not tugging on the skin like you would with the Penaten and the disc. So the Sudocrem, it has a little bit of a scent to it, but this has, what I like about it is it has 15.25% zinc oxide, so it's fairly high in zinc oxide, which is really good, especially if your child has a really bad rash. The only time I will use this when she's in a cloth diaper is if we use a fleece liner, sorry. If we use a fleece liner, I will use this, but I tend not to, simply because it has a scent in it and it has zinc oxide. And it's a pain in the bum to scrub off pocket diapers. If you by chance get a tiny bit on a pocket diaper, it's a pain in the bum. So I tend to only use this if she has a really bad rash. I'll put a disposable diaper on her, and we'll use this overnight, maybe for 1 or 2 diapers during the day. And usually the rash is gone. I believe I spent about $10 on this. This tub lasts forever. For my daughter, well, my daughter's not in disposables all the time, but this, literally, we just bought another one. It lasted about a year. So this tub, 2 tubs lasted us through, will probably last us out for diapering years. So Sudocrem, it's good. I really like it for really bad rashes. Not safe for your cloth diapers. So things that I use for cloth diapers, I have a whole basket of stuff, and this is what holds all of our stuff. So when we first started cloth diapering, I didn't use anything because all of the articles say that cloth diapering is better for babies' bums in terms of rashes. So I did not use any diaper rash cream because everyone said you didn't need to. If you have a child who is extremely sensitive, you're going to need at least some sort of barrier cream when you use cloth diapers. So we got a sample of the Green Panda Organic Diaper Balm. We got a sample with an order, one of the first orders I ever placed, and we got a sample of it. And I really loved it. I love the smell. It smells like lavender, one of my favorite scents. Love it. The tube is a little bit of a pain in the rear end to get stuff out. It worked okay. It's a good preventative barrier cream. Not the best for actual redness or rashes. So this tends to just stay in the diaper bag in case we're out and about and need something. We don't really use this anymore as a daily thing at home. I honestly can't even remember how much I spent on it. It was good. The scent is really nice. She uses all organic ingredients. She's a work-at-home mom. So to support work-at-home mom, this is a great option, the Green Panda. But it didn't really work for us to treat diaper rash. So we tried to find something else. Then I was reading online, a lot of people were using Earth Mama Angel Baby products, another great company that does organic ingredients. A lot of people raved about their Angel Baby Bottom Balm. It's a little tiny. When I first got this, I thought, are you kidding me? I spent all this money on this tiny little tub? This is crazy. You literally use a tiny bit. Tiny. So it does last a fairly long time. It is expensive. I live in Canada. So it's about the lowest price I found was about $14 retail. It can be $14 plus shipping from a company, so it can be a little bit pricey, but it does last a really long time. This one has a fairly strong scent. It smells like tea tree oil and lavender, two scents that I really like. But for some people, the scent is really strong. It has a little bit of a gritty sort of texture. It does kind of, when you're rubbing it into the skin, it will break down. So you need just a tiny little bit, and it'll smear all over your baby's bottom. Again, not great as an actual treatment for diaper rash. Minor redness, maybe minor irritation, it's good. Mostly just a preventative sort of cream. Again, if she's not having any real redness, we use it at home. Sometimes we'll shove it in her little Planet Wise wet dry bag and use it in her diaper bag. But it lasts a really good time. If your child really doesn't get diaper rash, a good option. But for us, my daughter gets rashes, it wasn't the best option, so we tried something else. So then the big trend online on forums is coconut oil. Everyone's raving about coconut oil. It washes out of your cloth diapers really easily. You don't have to worry about staining. You don't have to worry about buildup, repelling, blah, 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 blah. So I bought some. The best thing to do when I got this from Fortino's, it's a Loblaw store in Canada. I think it was about $7, $8. I don't even remember. You want to get organic, and you want to get unrefined. And I had to look, but basically I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but it says ingredients: organic, pure, virgin, unrefined coconut oil. Those are the things that you want when you're buying coconut oil. Coconut oil comes The air conditioning's on in here, so it's a solid. But as soon as you touch it, it starts melting on contact on your hands. It's a very low melting point, which is why people like it for cloth diapers, because it rinses out of your cloth diapers really well in a hot wash. It works well if she has maybe some minor redness. With rashes, it does work, but it takes forever. It takes days and days and days. And when my daughter has a really red, raw bum, I don't want to wait days and days and days for it to heal. So again, if she has a little bit of redness, minor irritation, we'll use it. We use it as a barrier cream because it washes so nicely out of the cloth diapers. It's great. It just smells like coconut, so it's great. It smells just like coconut, so your daughter's bum will smell like a daiquiri. So it's a nice just barrier cream, but it doesn't work for my daughter for diaper rash. So I started doing more research. I was buying a gift for a friend of mine, and I saw this product at the store, the GroVia Magic Stick. So this was the first one that was a stick, which intrigued me. It was almost $17, so it was pricey, but I decided to try it. Just a stick. It was a really, really light scent. I've seen reviews where they say that the scent is really, really strong. It's not strong. This is strong. This is not that strong. Goes on really, really easily on my daughter's bum. You can kind of see it there. Maybe not. It goes on really light. It's not thick, and all the ingredients are organic. It's petroleum free. You can use it on cloth or obviously disposable diapers. It actually, considering it's so thin and so light when it goes on the skin, this stuff actually helped heal a diaper rash on my daughter's behind. It's great. It's amazing. It's wonderful because you don't get anything on your fingers. You just smear it on their bum and you're good to go. So if you do have more than one child, it could get expensive by having to spend $30 on a stick, but this is a really great option. It works really, really well considering it is so light when it goes on the skin. The one thing to be careful of is to not use, if you suspect that your child is developing a yeast rash or has a yeast rash, you're probably going to have to throw this out because you are running it right on the skin. A drawback, but if you've never had a problem with yeast, you don't have to worry about it, but a great option. The other cream that we use, my daughter had a really bad rash. She was teething. Every time she teethes, she gets really acidic poop. It just sounds gross, but it eats the skin on her butt. It's just horrible. Every single tooth that she's cut, her eye teeth and her molars, her first year molars, they were the worst. They were just absolutely terrible. And around the same time we were struggling with that, I was putting her in fitted diapers all the time, giving her tons of naked bum time, baking soda baths, the whole 9 yards. We were given a sample of Grandma L's. I got the sample, and I thought, well, I'm just going to try it on her bum with this rash. And I put one application on, and it was amazing. And she had a really, really bad rash. It was really raw and really sore, and it worked. The Grandma L's worked. And one thing with cloth diaper friendly options is that they tend not to be thick. They tend to be thinner, more oil based, so they go on kind of oily on the skin, light, and they don't really actually stay on the skin and actually provide a barrier, which is what you really need with a cream. And this does. It's like a gel. The only thing that people might not like about this is it contains petroleum. A lot of people that cloth diaper prefer really natural ingredients, but it's a really good cream. Really light scent, not strong at all. That's the color of it. It looks kind of like yellow petroleum jelly, kind of. It's thicker, stays on the skin. This stuff heals. It's still on here. The price tag is still on here. It's $14.95 for, how much is in here? 3.75 ounces, so almost 4 ounces. They also have a tube. I didn't want a tube. But yeah, this stuff is great. This, by far, out of all of the creams that I have used over the last year and a half, almost a year and a half, this is the best. It provides a barrier. Doesn't have a strong scent. It's not horribly expensive. It lasts a fairly long time. We've been using it for a few months now. Since April, it's August now, so it's been pretty good. Out of all of the things that I've used, the only negative thing about this is that it does stain. On some of my Bum Genius pocket diapers, I know you're not supposed to use cream on them. They're over their year manufacturer warranty anyway. So I do use cream on them. It has stained. Using this, I tend to use it with a fleece liner, with my fitteds, or a fleece liner or disposable liner. If I'm using my Bum Genius diapers. It's only on my Bum Genius, not on my Charlie Banana. So, don't know if that has something to do with it. Fleece versus suede cloth. But looking for a cloth diaper rash cream, and because you're just starting cloth diapering, honestly, if you're going to try 2 products, these are the ones that I would spend your money on: GroVia Magic Stick or Grandma, or get both. Keep this one in your diaper bag. Use this one when there's not a lot of rashes. Use this one when it's a really bad rash, or at night, or during naps. These 2 are the ones that I would recommend spending your money on. The other ones, all the other creams right here, they're good, but they weren't great. They weren't awesome. And these 2 are awesome. I will post some options for different retailers if you're in Canada, down at the bottom in a link, so you can try and find them. Good luck trying to find some cream treating your diaper rash, and I'll talk to you soon.